Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is taking a vow to always stay on the spiritual path and have that the number one priority in our lives. So if you are not serious about that, then please do not continue watching after the smudging part, because once I call in the spirit guides, or if you feel comfortable, you can watch it and simply state to whatever degree you want to commit to this path at this point. But I'm going to start telling you a little bit first what happened today, and also, actually, maybe I'll start with this, sorry. So 20 years, over 20 years ago, 22 years ago, I think at this point, I got into native spirituality and through that into shamanism. And when I was shown the extent of the kind of healer I'm going to be in this lifetime, or I'm supposed to be in this lifetime, I didn't feel ready for it. So at that point in my life, I rejected the gift and asked to do it later on in life after I've had a chance to live my life. Not realizing that by refusing the gift, that started bringing on a lot of challenges, which now looking back actually taught me a lot of very important and valuable lessons that I will be able to incorporate more into the shamanic practice now, because it gives me a deeper understanding. But bottom line is my life started down spiraling after that. So if anyone wants to give up, please don't, because your life is not going to get better. It's going to get worse if you do. And I'm not trying to scare anyone, but you can ask for as much help as you need from your spirit guides and the divine. And you can ask to take it slow, but my strong recommendation would be not to fully turn away from it as I did. I just said later on in life, when I'm much, much older, I want to return to it. And it basically forced me back into it about 3 years ago. And at that point, I made a commitment to do shamanic healing ceremonies every night. And I bought myself a commitment ring. So this is, sorry, it's not focusing in too well. It actually, here we go. It actually has a Celtic design on it to honor my ancestors. And it kind of looks a bit like a wedding band, but it's silver. Like, it's not white gold or anything. It's silver. But it's also a little bit the idea of, I guess, what nuns do, that they're married to Jesus, right? So it's not exactly the same, because I don't like to follow an organized religion. And I actually just heard something from Wayne Dyer today, where he basically confirmed what I've been feeling for a long time in that regard. I'll have to check which video that was, and I'll have to put a link later. I don't have it all set right now because I didn't expect to actually be talking about that part. But so our commitment to our divine path in this lifetime, which we're continuing with, the claiming our spiritual throne, quote unquote, or in quotation marks, right? Like our spiritual mission. And what has been happening today, I feel, is still a response from those energies that are trying to stop us from stepping into that role. So what happened today, I'm sorry, I totally scribbled this more or less while I was driving. My car suddenly kept locking itself. So the first time I was outside my car, and thank God I had the window down enough that I could reach in and open it from the inside again. And then it locked the door again when I was barely back inside and hadn't even closed the door properly yet, if I remember correctly. But usually, like, the car locks itself after a while, like after being in the car, and it did it right away. And then it locked it again later when I was out of my car, but with the keys. So, like, thank God, like, nothing to worry about directly, but it kept doing that several times, that it just kept locking it. And I was getting the very strong sense that something or someone, well, in my case, someone, but there's a dark force behind them, kept or wanted to keep me locked out of my destiny and wanted to keep me locked in a box, like in the sense of not being able to expand, not being able to follow my path freely, but keep me contained and captive, right? So that's what I feel is happening to a whole bunch of us, so that they try to keep us out of our destiny, which they can't, but they're going to throw as many obstacles as they can in our way, which, funny enough, is just going to help us hone our skills and abilities. It's going to strengthen us, and in the end, we're just going to come out more refined, right? And they want to keep us in a box rather than see us develop, but they won't be able to really succeed in that. So we're going to succeed, but I feel like today or tonight, in this ceremony, I want to actually just reaffirm that vow of commitment to the divine, and also that also entitles us to following our dreams. So if, let's say, we always had a strong desire to start an eco-village and it never worked out, every time we tried to like look for something, nothing was available, or it wasn't in any of the areas where we wanted to be, or maybe we might have applied but didn't get in, or anything like that. Or it could be another dream that you always wanted to be a singer and, you kept hitting roadblocks and stuff like that, right? So our soul has certain desires of what it wants to do in this lifetime, and it usually is connected to our soul mission in one way or another. But it's basically when we follow our passions, that's when we step into authenticity, because we're not living a lie in the sense of working in a job that, is not really in line with our soul mission. And a lot of us, we have to do that even while we're transitioning, but we're working towards being more in line with all aspects of our lives, right? Okay, let me just quickly check my notes here. Oh, yes, and also today, the bag that I was carrying, like the bag handles wrapped around my wrist and tried to almost like, I felt like almost it tried to ensnare me, like hold me back, like I couldn't get free. So that was very symbolic. And then I have these strings on my eyeglasses just for practicality reasons, and they kept getting stuck, and it's like one side of my head kept being pulled back and so on. So it's like there's a lot of interference going on that we're dealing with right now that is trying to hold us back, limit us, restrict us, keep us captive, and so on, right? Keep us tied down in that kind of sense, right? So by reaffirming our vow, we're confirming to the powers be, to the divine, to source energy, that we're fully committed and that we're asking for any and all help that we can get to fully and completely move ahead without any of these restricting energies having any power or control, which we know when we're fully in our power, nothing and no one can stop us anyhow. So that's what we want to move into. Okay, so I'm getting the smudge ready, and then we're gonna start properly. Whoops, okay, I think that's good. Okay, please cleanse and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational, and flood us with massive amounts of healing light, unconditional love, blessings, and protections from the divine. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay, dear Creator, higher power, source, and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, and Great Spirit of the Fire, as well as the other three elements, air, earth, and water. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings and prayers with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us and keep us very strongly safe, shielded, and protected. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay. I feel like we need to jump right into this. And if you have a ring, it could even be something makeshift, then please get it. And you can quickly pause the video, get it ready, and then continue watching. For the rest of us, we're going to continue now. And please repeat after me. With this ring, I vow to always stay on the spiritual path, following the highest divine soul path meant for me in this lifetime. I vow to fulfill my soul mission in this lifetime. And I know that I have all the power and all of your support to be 100% safe, shielded, and protected at all times. That nothing and no one can stop me from fully and completely taking my power and claiming my spiritual gifts and abilities and fully stepping into my role as a light worker, or if you have a similar title you feel more comfortable with, then please say that now. I vow to always walk on the side of light and work on the side of light, and to continue working on my own inner healing and self-improvement. And I know that I will get all the help needed every step of the way. And by fulfilling my soul mission and raising my vibration and helping Mother Earth and all beings on this planet heal by raising my vibration, I'm also receiving abundance in all aspects, in all areas of my life. And I accept it with gratitude, thanks, and humility. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And you can also say thank you in your language if you speak another language. Our paths are now fully and completely cleared of any and all obstacles. Please fill us fully and completely with all the self-confidence that we need to fully step into our power. Take away any self-doubt and any fears and anxieties that we may have, even if it's just a little bit and it's only buried deep down inside somewhere. Please remove all of that and fill us with that pure divine love light energy fully and completely, and with the Christ consciousness, so that we can now be in oneness with the divine. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. And so it is. We are blessed beyond imagining. I'd say the sky's our limit, but there is no limit except in our own minds, and that shall be removed. Any and all mental limitations, any and all limitations in faith and belief and imagination shall now fully and completely be removed, and we shall be able to imagine beyond our wildest dreams the endless possibilities that await us, the true miracles that can happen once we drop our limitations. And we're letting float away any and all fears. And we know that we have all the help needed. Okay, so it is. All my relations. Okay, let the ceremony now be finished, and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us very strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching this, for being a part of this ceremony, and for working on your own healing and ascension, and for making this commitment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love and light, many blessings, and be well until next time. Bye.